So this can be edited, but just, give an overview and then we'll show the,
Sure.
should be,
Is it recording now?
yeah.
All right. And it's recording the screen as well?
Correct.
Oh boy. All right. This is a demonstration of watershed aerial using an EV UAV. Uh, this is a project we've been working on for several years near the Anaconda area, the Smelter Hills. A lot of this land was denuded for back about 100 years ago, and it was kept in a vegetatively dead state. That smelter kept going and killed all the vegetation and maintained it in depth for 100 years. So, as you can imagine, a lot of erosion came with that. This is one of our sites that we've been working on. The object of this is to monitor before and after. We put in some gully plugs here, some bioengineering structures, and some berms along the hillside here. And you can see we can fly in pretty darn close and really see the erosion patterns and what we want to see in the future as we fly this again annually. We want to see those things go away and be replaced with vegetation. There we go. And so we weren't even in the
No, we're given, and this is all fine, we can edit it however we want.
okay, yeah.
So you were just showing the existing Google Earth imagery before the major restoration,
Oh, yeah.
and after the restoration was done, we came in
Okay, yeah,
and did a aerial sample of what was happening, and now we can report on what was done and think about how it will affect the landscape over time and continue to get images of it also.
right. So yeah, if you could turn it back to that pre-existing. Okay, so this is the pre-existing before treatment photos from Google Earth, and then we could switch it over to the post-project monitoring, much higher resolution. You can see those berms alongside the hills, and this is just an excellent way to be able to monitor the project and even take measurements on those gullies. We can form a point cloud and do some topographic surveys with this in the future. We're not quite there yet. We're learning fast. You can see the brush bundles right here. This is a bioengineering technique that we use using the on-site slash from the conifer trees and bringing them into that gully. Oh, yeah, that's what you can see before and after there. This soil is extremely loose stuff, rhyolite tough, hard to grow things in. The major thing keeping vegetation from growing here is moving soils, and it's a subsoil, so it's not much nutrients. This technique is pretty darn effective. When you stabilize the toe of a slope, it stabilizes the entire slope, so we'll see some big changes here as time goes by. Also, the way these work, they filter out different types of soil particles, and the fine stuff is deposited and in the right way and creates a heck of a germination substrate. These are held in with duckbill anchors and 1/8" galvanized cable. That's pretty darn good resolution. You can see the size of the area that we flew. Was this on a single battery? One flight? Yeah, one flight. How many acres?
It's, I think, in 50 to 100 acres.
Yeah. And then with this very same flight, we got a good snapshot of the stream corridor as well. And this stream has been highly impacted by all these sediments coming in. So we'll be able to see changes in the stream throughout the years as well. Here we see a giant sediment pulse darn near wiping out the channel. Coming up to the end of our flight boundary. It's not bad resolution either right there.
Yeah.
Can you patch something together with that? All that?
Yep. So I'll just.
And you should feel free to say stuff too.
Okay.
As you're making this thing.
Cool.
Because I think